everyone, and welcome back. The fifth round. It's Sunday again. We are in Spain. We have tents, well, some of us. We got screwed in qualifying. It was probably the toughest qualifying of the year. If you haven't watched it, watch it now. And yeah, this might be the toughest race for up now, I guess. Up until this point, because, well, everyone got some nice upgrades on their cars. Looks like some cars have profited a lot and some haven't. And yeah, Mercedes has a bit of big trouble. There will be probably a lot more in the interviews. But yeah, as always, I give the word to Dan for the nice introduction of what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, hi. What's going on? New upgrades. Some had basically built new cars, completely new cars, and the packing order changed drastically, as you already saw in qualifying. That wasn't necessarily the case back in 2010 in real life, where Red Bull really flexed their muscles. They were, the favorites for the whole weekend, and they lived up to that with front row lockout for Webber and Vettel. And Webber basically controlled the whole race and won it. Vettel would have been P2, but he encountered a braking issue halfway through the race. Dropped down to P4 behind Hamilton and Alonso. But then he had this famous tire blew up in I think it was the last lap. Lost it in turn 3 out of the race, broken suspension, and also the complete left-hand side of his car was completely broken. Besides that, it wasn't really so much of a exciting race. I remember Michael Schumacher did a pretty good job, finished in P4 it must have been then, ahead of Button and Massa. Massa also broke his front wing, or part of his front wing, behind one of the HRTs, where he said, well, I broke my front wing, shall we change it? And Rob Smedley was like, no, it's fine, we are faster now, we shall keep it for the remainder of the season. That's where this team radio came from. Nico Rosberg had a really shocker of a race, some issue, I think, in the pit stops, and he never recovered from it. Finished well behind the points, outside the points, and yeah, that was the race. Mark Webber got his championship bid on the way with this win, and Red Bull looked really strong here. The advantage that they had because of the superior aerodynamics of the car really showed here. And that was a really big warning sign for the rest of the field, especially for McLaren and for Ferrari. Especially for McLaren, I would say, because they seem to have a little bit of an edge throughout the Asian rounds of the season, the opener in Asia. That was basically the race, and I think now it's time for the interviews. Let's start with Chrissy, I guess, because you were really mad in qualifying. I was under the impression that maybe you left some time on the table. Do you think you could have gotten pole again?
I don't know about. I definitely left time in the last sector twice. I saw it in the telemetry after my qualifying that I just. Obviously, I hit the sausages twice in the last chicane, and that cost me so much time. And yeah, with as tight qualifying as it was, I'm obviously angry by myself when I'm now starting P7. If I could have maybe even started in the top 4 or something like that.
Yeah, the packing order is really mixed up now, and the time differences are really close. Also, we had the longest race in terms of laps. With what expectations you go into the race?
To be fair, I don't really know. Will be the tires, obviously, again a big issue here in Spain as always, and we will just see what comes to us. To be fair, starting in the mid pack, it's gonna be hard go to the front or need to defend. We'll just see how it goes. Maybe we try an undercut. It's open for everything today.
And yeah, also with this engine blowout in China, you have also a lot of ground to make up. Do you think you can, make a lot of ground up points-wise? Because a lot of your competitors are starting behind you.
I can hope so, but it's obviously always a hard quest to do so, and yeah, we will see. We still don't know what happened in China, since we looked at the data, the temperature was fine. Maybe it was just an issue, well, just a random blowout, but yeah. We have to live with it. The season is still long, so I'm not too fussed about it right now, but we hopefully don't have another one this season.
Okay, so best of luck for you. And LA, I guess it's welcome home in the first place. How does it feel to drive in front of your home crowd?
It's always a good feeling. I love home races. I'm one of those people who would thrive having the crowd, and yeah, it's great. It's I mean, there's 4 of us as well here on the grid. It's the most ever in history. So I think people are really what's the word? Making the most of it, because you don't know when this would ever happen again. But yeah, it's Catalunya. It's a circuit I know a lot of people don't like, but I've grown up, driving it a lot of the time on the sims and whatnot. So personally, I quite like it. But yeah, really happy to be here.
Okay, it was a really tight qualifying session. Do you expect the same thing for the race?
Could be, yeah, actually. We're quite surprised how close everyone was in qualifying. It's the first time we've had something like that this season. Really, I'd say kind of struggled. I mean, top 5 isn't really struggling, but the gap was so marginal that, struggling is literally like nothing. And I think for the race, I mean, going from practice, it seemed like our car might not be the best pace-wise. Tires are going to be tricky, and I don't know how the others will deal with that. Obviously, a lot of people bring new parts to this round, us included. So, yeah, I think it'll be tough.
And with that first win, obviously in China, and now with your main competitors starting well behind you, do you think you can make another big step towards the front of the championship table?
I think it's about damage control. Even though we're in front, damage control can also mean like trying to get the best we can whilst our nearest rivals are struggling. Sure, they're starting further back, but it's you also have to get the points. So I think it's important that obviously we do the maximum, but kind of understand that if this is the most we're going to get, we need to treasure it and keep that position.
Okay, good luck for you. And yeah, last but not least, Basti, so much to talk about. New parts on our car, new packing order, it seems, throughout the whole field. Then your qualifying issue, the engine blow up in China. Where shall we start? I think first
maybe with the bad joke, Dan.
Yeah.
The last but not least, but I'm literally last.
Yeah, so tell us what happened there. The FIA made some kind of a joke, it seems to you.
Well, I guess they installed the transponder of my car somewhere where they can't read the time. So I don't even know. There was some issue with the car, and yeah, then we just got DQ'd because apparently we did 9 laps, but we didn't. We showed them on video that we literally only did 6, or more like 2 fast ones, and then 2 out of the pits and 2 into the pits, but they were like, no, this must be correct. and then
Yeah,
we got a
so-
DQ for it.
So Charlie was stubborn about it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about our car. It seemed in the first 4 races that alongside with HRT, we had the fastest car. Now we arrived here with obviously also new parts, and now we are back in P14, and I think you should have had something like this also. What happened? What happened to our car? Please explain.
I blame the airbox, but I think that's a long-term investment, so we can't really get rid of it. But yeah, I think we just tinkered at the wrong parts. I guess maybe the tires are also a big issue here. So maybe our car. I mean, we had the issues in Malaysia with the rears, so I guess it's just that. I think it's just over-exaggerated at this track because Catalunya is a tire-heavy track. Lots of tractions can be lost from one moment to the other, so I think that's just what it is, more likely, and then the normal issues that come in.
What do you expect for the race starting from this behind back? Do you think you can get it to the points?
I hope I can. Obviously, you have to do some aggressive calls. We already tried the hard tire in practice. It didn't work. So that's a no. So we just have to hope that, well, maybe something happens and we just need to get through the field. I mean, I guess the worst case here would be not finishing. I mean, can't get worse than last. So, I mean, we just have to see. Maybe it will be really exciting, but I know the package is really tight here, so any mistake, be it the gravel or a curb or like someone just braking where you don't expect them and turning in, then it's over. So this might be the toughest race of the year up until now.
Okay, so best of luck for you. It's also one of your favorite tracks, I remember. So maybe that can be some kind of confidence boost.
That DQ hurts even more because of that.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe that can be a confidence boost going into this race.
But yeah, back to you then. You said it, new upgrades. Can you say what's new on the car? Besides the airbox. That's probably the most...
Yeah, the airbox is basically one of the obvious part that changed. Alongside it, some smaller things happened under the skin of the car. Some things with the suspension, especially with the rear suspension, and also with the front wing. We had some tiny little upgrades there, just to make the airflow a little bit nicer and let the car handle a little bit better. That was what we got promised when we arrived here, and with these tires, I actually think, apart from China maybe, this is the worst the car felt for the season so far, actually.
I would agree. Well, actually, no, I don't agree. The car's fine for me. Just big issues. Pace is gone. But I would say one of the things I had it in mind when you said it, when we talked about we went in qualifying, but we didn't receive the upgrade to the mirrors that you mentioned in qualifying. We maybe should go to that one for a moment, because there's many teams, HRT for example, or Ferrari, that now have the mirrors on their cars, well, on the side of their cockpit and not on the barge boards. But like Dan explained, there was a security issue over the years, and after a lot of incidents where people just couldn't see the people in their mirrors, they said no, don't do it anymore, and banned them. So that's why we have the mirrors now on the side of the car.
Yeah.
Or the cockpit.
And yeah, it basically changed from the majority of the teams. Obviously, apart from HRT, all the new teams had the mirrors like we have at the side of the cockpit. But yeah, like Ferrari, like Sauber, like Force India, like Red Bull, Toro Rosso, these kind of teams, they all had the mirrors on the far outsides of the sideboards, and that changed now. And I think we won't see these extreme positionings of the mirrors and not abusing them as aerodynamic devices anytime soon, because the FIA was very strict in the rules now with the exact positioning. So it's basically more or less the same for every team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also big upgrades for all the teams. I noticed the Virgin has now the shark fin, for example.
Ferrari too.
Ferrari has what they have is now adaptation of the F-duct system that you can see on the shark fin that McLaren introduced in Bahrain. They had to basically put the whole hand, the left-hand hand, from the wheel to close the gap in the cockpit to make the device work. Yeah, basically updates for all teams. Red Bull have some new parts on the front wing. Renault updated their car a little bit. Yeah, so teams were really busy before this race, and yeah, for some teams it worked, for some teams it didn't. Just need to wait and see how the race will go. Apart from that, we should take a tiny little look on the championship standings.
Yes, for sure.
And I think that would basically close the whole pre-race show.
Yes.
So yeah, we have myself still in the lead on 86 points. Now Ellie in P2 with 63. And obviously my teammate and Chrissy behind in P3 and P4 because of their engine blow-ups. We talked about it in China and just briefly here. Vettel made up a big step into P5 last race, with Chantok also in P6. Alonso now in the top 10 in P7 with 17 points, equal on points with Di Grassi. Then we have Button and Liuzzi equal on points with 16, Alguersuari just outside of the top 10 in P11 with 15 points, then Mark Webber just with 10 points. He's really looking slow, and yeah, maybe he gets a little bit nervous about this young new kid yeah, shining in the Toro Rosso. So maybe we can see some mid-season changes there if Helmut Marko gets impatient with Mark and just says, you are now going out of Formula 1. See ya. Yeah, and obviously we have still Hülkenberg, Kubica, Petrov, Trulli, De La Rosa, Kobayashi still without a point. So that would be 2 Saubers and 2 Renaults with no points to their name. Mercedes still leading with 141 points. Still actually quite a big gap to HRT with 81 points. But I think this will diminish over the next few races because, yeah, if this stays like this, that we don't have a good car at the moment, then yeah, I think we can be very happy that we had a very good opener to the season. Then Toro Rosso in P3, Red Bull in P4, Force India P5, 24 points, 1 point ahead of Ferrari, P6. Virgin in P7 with 19 points ahead of McLaren. In P8 with 17 points, Williams with 2 points, Lotus with 1 point, and yeah, like I said, Renault and Sauber still with 0 points to their name.
Yeah, I would say that concludes, like Dan said, the pre-race show. We see you after a small interruption in the grid. And yeah, this race will be tough. Let's say it like that. But I'll see you in a moment.
Hola a todos y bienvenido al Gran Premio de España, or more commonly known to the rest of the world, the Spanish Grand Prix. We are here at the Circuito de Catalunya Barcelona for the first of 2 races here in Spain. Montmeló is just situated 30 minutes away from the Barcelona city centre, the city that brought us artists such as Gaudi and Dali, home of Football Club Barcelona and the host city of the 1992 Olympic Games, which is the main reason we have this circuit here today. Expect there to be much in attendance today as we have the most amount of Spanish drivers on the grid in history. The Circuito de Catalunya is a high-speed 4.6km circuit which demands an efficient downforce package which will see the cars achieve an average speed of about 280km an hour. Bravery is also key here, especially through the tricky uphill right of turn 9. With few overtaking possibilities around here, expect drivers to send it down into turn 1. The tyre compounds available for this weekend once again are the softs and hard. Expect strategy to be key here due to the high time. And now, onto the grid. After an incredible qualifying that saw the top 6 separated by 3/10, it was Jarno Trulli who managed to get his first pole position in Lotus colours. Alongside is his fellow Italian, Antonio Liuzzi, with third and fourth shared by the pairing of Sebastian Vettel and Jenson Button. Alejandro Fernandez is the first Spaniard in fifth position, with Adrian Sutil claiming P6. P7 is Christian Wagner after his pole position in China, alongside with Kamui Kobayashi. Timo Glock and Fernando Alonso make up the top 10, with Karun Chandok and Jaime Alguersuari in 11th and 12th. Daniel Schura starts a very low 13th on the grid, next to Pedro de la Rosa, with Rubens Barrichello and Lucas de Grassi showing 15th and 16th. Lewis Hamilton's P17 alongside Mark Webber, with Heikki Kovalainen and Nico Hulkenberg 19th and 20th. Vitaly Petrov 21st, and once again we see 3 drivers disqualified at the end of qualifying for exceeding laps. Robert Kubica, Felipe Massa, and surprisingly Sebastian Kunze will make up the rear of this grid.
Welcome back. It's time. 18 seconds until the lights go out. We are starting last. That's a view I haven't seen in a long time. So, guess it's time to put it on the grid. It's really loud again. But yeah, good luck everyone.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Have a good race.
Oh god. My start was abysmal.
Oh, Alonso had a shot off the start.
Someone on the grass. Everyone driving into my car, but I'm good.
Look up there, I think that's from Prix. P64 also. And watch out for that curb on the outside of turn 9.
Yeah.
Really close there. Who is that? Is that block? It is! It really was. Oh! What was that?
You did the curb.
No! Block just smashed into...
Who just
Block smashed into the back of me. Now I'm back in P18 now.
China.
Come on.
Ka-ching, by the way.
So Truly still leads.
Words you wouldn't think you would say again. Truly still leads. Okay, keep the car going. Vettel P2. I'm in the points. Here we go. But Liuzzi is having a really hard time. I think he's having trouble with the car.
Truly almost run out.
Oh, by the way, what we didn't mention in the pre-race, or what I didn't mention, an upgrade you can't see to the car, improved heating, or more like cooling, not heating, we don't want heating. Truly P4, LA leads, Chrissy P2. Crowd would be, well, the crowd is cheering.
Crowd would lose their shit right now, basically. Spanish team, Spanish driver. Although no one foresaw a HRT and a Toro Rosso at the front grid.
But I think no one foresaw Lotus at the front.
Yeah, it's a tough race. Can't say it more.
Still a little bit shocked by that hit from Glock. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I got hit a lot at the start and then in the chicane, but luckily my car kept it for some reason on the road.
Gasly puts in the fastest lap. Oh, around the outside of Algas, the fast right hander.
Almost lost the car in fast right. Can't get anything done now. Oh, Lucy really slow on the straight. Maybe we can attempt something in the turn 1. And we did. Really watch out with the throttle. Now we need to stretch our legs a bit. Need to catch up a big gap, big lock up there in front. Most likely by the Toro Rosso car. It's a trademark. But Helmut Marko most likely watching the timing screen and be like, yeah, that could be a Red Bull in P2 and P3 right now. Because Weber, P22. Really bad. Awful start for him.
Now managed to get up into P8 again. So at least both Mercedes are taking the points. Car is damaged. Of smoke.
Yeah, just that
Your car.
bomb.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't scare me like that.
Oh no.
Not again. Slowly catching the tier. When the pace is in the near the end of the stint, Seems like the Merc comes back. Vettel having a really good time though. And truly it's not a write-off yet. Small mistake there.
Oh, that was close.
Got that feeling that we'll see the first pit stops soon.
LA with new fastest lap.
I'm 8 thousandths off.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Vettel is keeping pace.
Yeah.
I'm not too far away either. So maybe there's still a little bit of pace.
Trying to come back.
They're really pushing the limits there. It's like catching James Bond with the smoke. Fastest lap accuracy. Breaking into the 120s.
I can't turn in as if I'm not there, you see.
Sorry, no.
Vettel at the front. I didn't even look at the times, concentrated on... Everyone can see it at the bottom.
Maybe some tiny mistakes from you, allowing me to catch back up to you. So team orders are not allowed in 2010. Means that we need to do it on the track. Oh, too fast! Need to keep it in the slipstream a little bit.
The moment Dan got out of the slipstream, the car just stalled in the air.
Yeah.
Was like, nah, that's not enough.
I had the similar things that Prissy just now.
You were a rocket ship in China. Where's your top speed now?
Well,
You need it.
you know, we need to put the arrow on here.
Ah, yeah, that's why I changed the mirrors.
Yeah.
Maybe they're better mirrors anyway, you never know.
But then this is bringing us to these guys in front.
Yeah. No, I'm not complaining. As long as we are gaining time in the cars ahead, it's fine. I think you're only losing time compared to me in this last section. Same thing. Oh, look at this. It's not enough. Space,
Oh, PTSD corner. Two Mercedes next to each other.
Oh no.
There were some weird flashbacks. I don't know from where they came.
Visions more than flashbacks at the moment.
Yeah, it's like visions from the afterlife. That was a nice duel. I think it was the first proper duel that we have since we restarted this. And I don't think it's over.
Melbourne?
Oh yeah, right. But that was just...
Already
Oh yeah.
vanished the memory of it.
Yeah.
Didn't win, delete. The party
Massa
not looking forward.
with us there. LA in the
Ellen
pits.
Fitz.
Oh, look at this. This is just stupid.
330, easy. I said I had to do some adjustments to the car. Oh, that was weird. I had to make some adjustments to the car, starting from last.
Don't attack me, I'm pitting this lap.
I'm pitting this lap, by the way.
Yeah, I'm pitting this lap.
What?
I am.
Yeah, but me
First
too.
come, first serve, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no, not say
It was
this.
so crucial to get you.
I can't look at you.
No, you can't.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
breaking myself, come on. No, you can't, go. Don't listen. Oh no!
No! Oh no!
Oh, did you touch my rear?
I did touch your sideboard.
Yeah, well, so then it's enough time for you to come into the pits.
Oh
So
no!
now you can pit at the same time.
Oh no!
I am scared that the AI will do a one-stop though.
I don't think that's possible. Or is it? I don't know. Please no.
Potentially.
See, it works.
Oh,
But did I? No, but seriously, did I turn in on you?
Huh?
I maybe.
Oh, well, that was...
What?
Oh.
What happened to Chrissy? Where's Chrissy high? Oh, did you speed? Oh,
Apparently I did.
well, the line is really obvious here.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought I was slow enough already.
Oh, drama.
Well, not drama, you got the race win, that's it.
Hold up.
Not hold up, I have a fucking drive.
Hold up.
Oh! Someone else having a drive-through as well.
Oh, I guess that's what it means. It's like.
Oh.
What a race. For the wrong reasons. And they touch.
So where's Toto with this fist?
Who's Toto?
I don't know.
Don't know that guy. He crashed at Nürburgring a couple
Oh,
years
yeah, he
ago.
did. Yeah.
So I don't think anyone will ever. Don't think he's made for it, you know. Maybe desk job, but not driver.
What happened to Tully? He's in 22nd.
Oh,
And
he's.
he's well behind.
Oh, he must have some big issues.
I didn't see them any though. Like,
Yeah,
when
Trulli
they
must have had a really bad time in pits.
Is Trulli the second driver?
Yeah,
But
but
doesn't matter. in
doesn't
the
matter.
race.
Pits are the same for everyone.
Where did Truly go is the question.
second.
The Button is leading and Vettel is second. Sutil third. And I'm literally... Jesus, the gap. They're pitting like 2 laps.
Will they do a one-stop then? Oh,
Yeah,
please don't.
might have a problem here.
Oh, Chrissy. The late pit entry.
Just optimized it.
Thought it would be a bit awkward.
Hey Seb, are we battling again?
No, no.
Did we go again? Hello there.
Okay, even if they do one stop, actually, it won't be too bad. The Button's only in turn 5. So. Jensen leading my friend Jensen.
No.
I've got someone turned on the music.
I hope he doesn't pee in his seat.
Holy fuck, I get all the base. That's not good.
The Red Bull Energy Station is going live in Chrissy's team radio.
That's
Oh,
not good.
trouble.
Seb F.
Yeah, my car didn't do it.
What happened?
That's fine.
Seb wanted to take the old layout of Barcelona. Why?
Still no pit stops.
Ooh.
Jump?
Let's see what Chrissy's setup is on the straight.
He's fast in the straight.
Oh no, I see it.
Chrissy.
He's what the?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
that's the slipstream.
he was fast in practice as well.
He's not even in the slipstream, that's the worst part.
Speed. Oh god, tire.
Yes. Whatever happens in the race, I always meet Chrissy.
Sadly.
Shouldn't have collided with Dan. I wonder if it would cost me. Fuck!
Oh!
Ooh. Yeah, it's done. I think it's done. I mean, yeah, the rear's flat.
Oh, that was a hard hit in the tire barriers.
Yeah, we got a
Oh,
flat.
Trudy's back in the pits. Wait. Yeah, Trudy's back in the pits. Block pits. I think they're starting to pit now.
Yeah.
Pain. That's not good. That was a hard hit. The second. Oh no, this would have been a good race.
Where was Button before his pit stop?
E5.
Okay. Well, my race is not completely.
So the first hit wasn't that bad, but the second hit,
Yeah, because the
The
tire
rear.
barrier starts.
yeah, I hit the rear locked into the wall and then I was done.
So the air is doing a one stop.
Yep.
No. Potentially, maybe.
I mean, it looks like it. We are in what lap right now?
17.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're pitting. They're doing a really weird line. Oh, watch out.
Yeah. They're really
Oh.
slow. So just be careful.
So Ella, you didn't get a speeding penalty, right?
I did not, no.
I need to watch it again. Sedge.
Okay, everyone's in the pits.
Yeah, they're all
So by
coming.
continuing.
No, I parked because I couldn't drive anymore.
Okay.
Now we will see. Well, at the moment.
Jandog, no. No.
Oh god. I mean, I said it in the pre-film. Can't really get worse than a DNF. So.
Seb gets a cake with at least 2 tried.
Yes. But at the moment, LA leading, followed by Dan in P2. Then it's Sutil, Glock, Petto, Chrissy, Raikelo, Button, Algusari, Kobayashi, Alonso in P9 and... Oh, Alonso in P11, sorry. Messed that one up. Chrissy overtaking Vettel. But yeah, this is now the point where LA and Dan have to push as hard as they can. Because this means the gaps, we can check the gaps. 14 seconds to Sutil, which is not enough, but maybe with the fresh tires it would work.
Other drivers also have fresher tires than us now.
On board with Chrissy. Oh, we are almost going there on the Toro Rosso. And the signature front left lockup. Ooh!
I don't know what Club was doing.
Lucky get through there. But Sutil placing his Force India in a really good position right now. P3. Oh, Chrissy with a spin. Watch out with rejoin. Looks like he lost it under acceleration out of the last corner. Yeah, we are currently in lap 20, right?
Right?
Trying to read, because it says 19 obviously, because
Yeah,
things a bit
19
different.
completed.
Yeah, we are in the beginning of lap 20, or the end more likely.
This is the end of lap 20.
Yeah.
We're in lap 21 now.
Assume all the two-stoppers pitting in around 2 to 3 laps. We'll see how that goes. Gap is still the same from P1 to P3. So Sutil is doing a really good job keeping the pace up in his Force India. Followed by Glock and Vettel in P5 and P4. Is he going to the pits? Seems like an early stop. It's not an early stop, it's a full stop. Chrissy parking the car after too many issues. And now it's only, well, hope the temperature issues are not a thing for Dan. In second. It looked really good in my car for the whole race. Maybe should have not snuck it in there to cause that spin. I didn't think the sidepod would knock me out that much.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional. I didn't expect you to be that close.
I mean, sometimes you have to try, right? I mean, I would
Yeah,
have
of
benefited
course,
a
yeah.
lot if I would have, and you would have been mad. And the pit crew would have been like, what the hell is going on? But a tough day for me today and tough day for Chrissy, who had been looking good since the start. But yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
LA is controlling it really well. Gap is already too big, and I think he's also a little bit faster.
Pit stop for now. Everything has to go right. Pit stop for LA. And then goes for one more. Gap to the Sutil was 15 seconds. Sutil will go by. Block goes by. Vettel goes by. Now comes a couple more cars, even a lap one. Shantok. I think LA will rejoin in P8. P7 even. And now all that matters is finding the right lines through all of these drivers, because the fresh tires are the big advantage now.
The fuck?
That was weird of button.
That was a great check and a half.
Haven't seen them doing that before. But Dan keeps going.
God damn it. Maybe Dan switched strategies to the one stop.
I don't think that would have worked with the fuel.
It would have worked with the tires. Not with the spare.
I mean, you can just save them.
Yeah.
Most interesting bit is the gap, 12 seconds to Dan, between Fernandez and Dan. Is Sutil driving to his first Grand Prix victory? Is that actually happening?
Oh boy.
Oh no! Come on! Ah, fuck's sake.
Oh god!
It's the old
Ah
advantage.
yes, gifting LA the easy gaps.
That last mistake. You just... No, I thought you spun in the pits. But it was just a smoke. Oh boy, big pack there
Why
ahead.
do they...
Did they take long?
No, they just put in way too much.
Barrichello going on the defense, even though he's left.
What's that?
Williams loving the car contact.
Williams must also like the colour blue because they get it a lot. Getting Sutil will be really difficult.
It's your favorite driver, LA. It's Vettel. Then now in P15. Seems like it will be a dark day for Merck.
I don't get it. I don't get why they put so much fuel into the tank. When I told them before the race how much I want.
Ooh. It's also a tiny side bit. AI sometimes knows you are there, but then they still do things that are weird, so anticipation is not the strongest field in their knowledge. There are a couple of laps to go.
Way more than a couple.
Well, it's 8, so
That's more than a couple. To put it that way, I want more time, Seb.
you need to be calm.
No! As soon as you said, oh, you need to be calm, I blame you.
Just the same mistake as Dan. Oh, coming together with Alonso.
Problem
there you
was
go. No win.
With my spin.
Yeah, that was the same one.
The left rear was at 2%.
Oh god. Oh, that's why we were
Yeah,
losing so much time at the end.
Yeah, I was really struggling.
Oh, then now you know how I felt in Melbourne when you said, "Oh, I'm gaining so much time to me."
Yeah,
Welcome to I have no grip on the rear anymore.
yeah. So maybe I was overstepping the marks a little bit, but I really wanted to make that work for me.
Kobayashi.
Love that. The way I'm dive bombing these guys, I guess I deserve that.
Oh, I just realized who's in P3.
Oh. Heine.
Jamie.
No.
It was too funny to ignore.
The new segment on the show, 7 names. Jaime,
It's
what
not-
did you do?
He had a mistake. It's going really
Just gave
slow.
up. Just gave up.
Beto and Sutil might have a battle here.
Yeah, so Tier's like, the gap is getting really close.
Yeah, it's doing only, well, technically 123s the last 3 laps, barely below,
Yeah, really slow.
and Vettel keeps doing his 121, 121s.
Yeah, Vettel's going for it.
Guess we got lap traffic.
I just hope Jaime doesn't fall into this 123 times now after his mistake.
Oh, Sutil again, weird on the brakes. Maybe the tires are giving up on them.
Yeah, that's really a stretch for them. But everyone is improving, setting personal bests.
I mean, because the tires, they're like getting bad, but since you lose so much fuel, you can be fast until the very last percentage rate when you start to lose time then.
Will this be maybe an attack of Vettel? He's coming in. He's coming in. He's looking. Dive.
going for it,
He
and he
sends
overtook
it.
him.
Vettel in the lead. Sutil throwing it.
And Glock maybe trying to unlap himself now from Sutil as well. Maybe Sutil has a problem with his car as well. I mean, Sutil improved this last time. Now he's actually gotten slow on my bad.
Still 5 laps to go. Lot can happen. Especially here at the front, Vettel, Sutil. For a moment I thought Glock was P3, but then I noticed that Button is P3. Getting close to him by LA. Ooh, big trouble there in front. There's a lot of lap traffic in the lead pack. A lot of trouble there in the chicane. I think they are like really slow at the front. So bunched up.
Yeah, the gap to the front is decreasing.
Sutil going for a move on Vettel again for the lead.
The Glock
Fast step by
is
LA.
also
Glock is,
This is
oh god, Barrichello, oh
madness.
god. Oh, Madness behind now with Glock, John Dyke, and John Logan.
Shanta really
Barrichello.
slow there, lets them through. Now Button in the traffic.
What a race at the front. Because Vettel now obviously had this really slow lap time in comparison to, well, Sutil was also slow, but Vettel also not falling off.
Is that the slipstream effect? Maybe?
Maybe, but I think it's also the tires. Remember, they only stopped once.
But that wouldn't explain why that Vettel would just lose 2 seconds without.
Ooh, that was a close one. And they're going for P3.
Glock trying to unlap himself now on Sutil.
Yeah,
Did it.
Sutil's really slow.
Yeah, you got
Barrichello
one.
did the same. Because Sutil got dive from it, he happened by Glock. He will not be happy with that one.
We're gonna watch out here. Ooh, that's a power move by LA. Sutil really in trouble. Yeah, he's now probably lose the position to Button too. Even
Maybe Jaime. Or Kamui going for the move?
oh my god.
Come on, Jaime. Don't ditch. He got bullied.
I mean, the saddest part is you see at the bottom of the track map, the 15, Dan just having a really lonely drive while this is all happening. Oh, Vettel got slowed down.
Punctures?
No, I don't think so, but he's really slow. I would really be cautious there. It seems really troublesome. But Vettel maybe with some issues there. Maybe nursing it. Ooh! That was really close there by LA.
Pulling off that move already.
I mean, 3 laps ago it seemed to be all over. And now we are here. And everything changed. Even if you think the race is over, it's actually just beginning. That seems to be the motto of the season. But now Ella in the slipstream. 3 laps to go, I think, or 2. I can't read.
2.
The move for P1. It's done.
And literally the crowd going mental.
Vettel was braking really early.
Yeah, he was breaking it. He's got a problem. Either tires or something. But look how he's dropped after that.
He's Vettel P2, Adrian coming back, it seems. Button P4, Kamui P5, Jaime P6, Grassi P7, Fernando P8, Da Rosa P9. Felipe
All the
Massa
Spaniards
P10.
are in the points! Oh my god!
Oh god!
And Dan is also coming back to the pack. He can maybe make it to P11 though. Might not be enough time. Button. Weber having an awful time today. So
And
does Hamilton.
I wouldn't. Hamilton is an awful time. Weber is just stuck in the pack.
It's like Vettel has engaged the car again.
Off there. I think you see. Right.
Yeah, let's see.
I think it's the last lap now.
Final lap. 1 to go.
Everything has to go right now. Vettel seems to be fine again. But also the huge traffic is obviously slowing everything down. Would be a huge result for Red Bull. And Force India, obviously. The dark day for Mercedes.
Fast with no gun.
Yeah, but I don't think he doesn't have enough time for that now. It's too far back.
Turn the engine back up.
One nice acceleration off the last corner.
Home race, baby!
Alan Fernandez wins the Spanish Grand Prix, but man had he fight for it. Vettel P2, Sutil P3, Jensen P4, Kobayashi P5, P6 is Jaime, P7 Lucas Di Grossi, Fernando Alonso P8, P9 Pedro da
It's
Rosa,
happened! It's happened!
Philip Massa P10,
Sauber gets points!
Robert
double
Kubica
points
P11,
finished.
Heikki Kovalainen P12.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's good. That's finally they can kick off their championship.
Mark Webber P13, and Dan, did you finish or did you retire? I just saw it. No, you finished P14.
I finished.
And Liuzzi P15. Truly, we don't know what happened to him, but he could never recover after the first pit stop.
He had a 2-minute lap time, 2:46 on.
Oh yeah, he must have gone off or something. Yeah. Something bad must have happened. Yeah. Hülkenberg, Hamilton, Shantok, they're all the unlucky ones that are lapped. And yeah.
Not really unlucky, just slow.
Well, I think the people actually that have 2 laps down, there was an issue maybe.
Oh yeah, Hamilton had a 3-minute lap time. Okay.
So yeah, and Chrissy and me obviously DNF. But yeah, ingenious.
Is that what happened?
No.
No.
What happened?
Chrissy parked.
Oh,
Chrissy parked.
I didn't think it was like over. But
What a race.
Oh, Trulli! Oh, Trulli's out of fuel.
Oh. Oh, that rounds it off, I guess, for him. But yeah, we see you in the pre-race. Well, in the in the post-race interviews. There we go. Here we are after this fantastic Grand Prix in Spain. Yeah, I think we can all say what a race. We didn't think. Well, I personally thought I was like, damn, Ali's gonna finish P6. Sutil's gonna win it, and 3 laps later, it's like everything's turning around. It was crazy, but yeah, tell us more about that, LA. Your race, you seemed to have it under control at the beginning, after you had the battle with Chrissy. And then, yeah, it was really hard race at the end. Get really close.
yeah, where to start? The initial launch wasn't actually too good off the line, but we managed to keep it into turn 1. But yeah, I had a really good battle with Chrissy. We were really going for it. First pit stop was a little bit slow. Chrissy managed to pull out a little bit, but then we learned that he had a drive-through for speeding, and I guess that kind of took us off the hook a little bit. And then yeah, it was nice just trying to deal with the traffic as it came. We knew kind of that most of the people were doing the 1-stop. It wasn't possible, but we had the speed to pull off the 2-stop, and everything was going great. Made the 2nd stop. Only fell back to about 7th, but we realized like our pace was on it. And yeah, as I was just getting closer to the front, I just had that one spin, but I was like, no, not today. No. So yeah, we came back. We were fortunate of various different problems. Sutil had a problem towards the end, and then Vettel as well. I guess he was struggling on tires, but he had a wide moment into turn 4, and yeah, we were there. We were capitalizing. We were like literally on it the whole race. Maybe I was a bit quiet, but if we were going to make it work, I had to make sure that everything was like nil on perfect, getting everything, trying to eke as much out of the car. And yeah, we did it.
It also shoots you really up in the championship than having a no finish race. I'm having the 2nd in a row, Chrissy having none. Seems to be looking good now. I guess it's coming back now. The momentum is there, I would say, after last race even.
I think, you know, we didn't have like maybe the best of luck at the beginning of the first couple of races, but you know, you give and take. So maybe this is just it naturally coming back to us. Actually really happy so far with the form from Malaysia, since Malaysia actually, making less mistakes, and if they are, they're not, you know, completely ruining. And yeah, it's put us in a better position again. I can't really be any more grateful. And yeah, it's great. Yeah.
It was a good race.
Yeah.
Now to
who said
someone...
you can't overtake?
Yeah, who said you can't overtake it? Now to someone who shares my pain, Chrissy. You had a really good qualifying, a really good race start, fighting for the lead with LA. Then that probably a mistake that you will hope to never do again, which probably cemented the end kind of the race already with that speeding penalty, and then obviously the small battle with me, which I then spun out sadly. But how was your race going?
I mean, the start was great. With the slipstream, I already wanted to get by LA, got slightly pushed on the grass, but yeah, that's not that much of a deal. Speed was there definitely for the first stint, and yeah, the speeding penalty was obviously the start of the end, kinda. Because afterwards I was just trying to get the time back, pushed like a madman, need to get by you as well. The fight was obviously at least not as time consuming as it could have been. And yeah, but because of the pushing, I just lost it at the acceleration of the last chicane, and then the car had a slight damage, which made the tire wear and the heat even worse than it already is on this circuit. So there was almost no point in trying to continue, since the tires would just wear out even faster.
Did the car overall work better though than in China regarding the heat issues?
Like I said before, in China we didn't really have overheat issues. In this weekend we already made it a bit safer, so the car was not overheating at all. The top speed was there, the engine was running fine. It's just obviously again making that stupid mistake in the pits. But yeah, everything was working fine. I was in the lead when I pitted. Was in it, well, not in the lead when I came out, but in front of LA. So it could have been something, but yeah, these races happen. I'm still learning, so yeah.
Next race, Monaco, will be even better.
Hopefully.
So yeah, Dan, dark day.
Yes.
For us today, probably something we won't want to talk about. Had a funny moment there with the cars colliding, which probably wasn't so funny for the principals of the team. But yeah, overall, race probably not that good for both of us. Also probably regarding the issues at the beginning we had. But yeah, how was your race going? How was it?
Yeah, it was like China to an extent. making some strong gains in the first lap. I was up to P7 or something like that. Then I was hit from behind by Glock, damaging the car. Also then a collision with some other guy while I was trying to get in the right direction again. Yeah, and then still making some ground and moving up into P8, P7 behind you, and then had a really nice fight with you. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool without Massa interfering. Yeah, also the run for the pit stop, that was kind of funny. And of course the collision with you, that wasn't intentional. Maybe a little bit unlucky for both of us. Could have been easily the other way around, I think. I already talked to Ross. Obviously he wasn't happy, but I think he the thing that gave him more headaches, or gives him more headaches, was the overall performance today. Because I don't know how about you, I think we will hear that in your interview. But yeah, I think since Malaysia we are basically pushed into the second row. HRT now have a big pace advantage, it seems. Toro also have a pace advantage. It's just the balance. I'm not happy with the balance since Malaysia. I'm struggling on corner entry. I'm struggling while I'm trying to accelerate. It's basically, in the moment, it's not a car that I really want to drive, because how the car feels now is not what I want from a car, or what I need from a car to be fast. Maybe we went into a completely wrong direction for the setup since Malaysia. I don't know. We have to take a look into this. But at the moment, things are really going in the wrong direction for us, and that's really concerning. It's even more concerning than how the race went. The bigger concerns are really where the pace went, because it seems that we don't have the pace at the moment to compete for the victory, or even for the top steps of the podium. That's really a concern.
Yes. I think we can throw then directly to me, I would guess.
Yeah, so yeah, really tough fate for you again. Another DNF for you. You said it could be worse than the DNF, and then you got the DNF. How was your race going up until we met on track? Because you were running in a very promising position, I think.
Oh, the car was great. The adjustments I made really paid off. The pace was definitely there. Obviously, I mean, the biggest mistake I would say was the collision between you and me. That cost me definitely the most time. At the end, it was just a bit too much pushing because there was time loss. I have the feeling though, depends. Maybe I think a finish in the top 10 would have been possible, but no higher or lower, I gotta say, no higher than P6. The gap was just too big, and I just couldn't keep up that much or gain the time back that I lost from the starting position. Obviously, fighting the whole traffic for laps costs a lot. Pace was definitely there. I think the funny thing is, at the moment I like the car and you don't like the car. So it's like the development team doesn't know what to do. One thing is for sure, my idea wasn't the airbox. But I think next race will be an equalizer, because it's Monaco. It's more the driver, not the car. Obviously, if you don't like the car, then that's a problem also. But it will be a thing. It will be a different race. There will be a lot race-ending mistakes, I think, not only from us, maybe also the other drivers. It will be an endurance test for the car, for the driver, to keep it up. The tires will be hopefully not be the big of a problem. You'll see how it goes. And yeah, I think the toughest thing obviously is the reality check now after Spain. Saying, yeah, it's not that easy. The other teams are improving, the other drivers are improving, and I think we're at the point where like we need to get on, because if not, we will be falling down the grid.
How do you think the championship will shape up to be? Because now LA got his second win in a row. You are trailing him by 33 points. Things are really starting to get a little bit out of hand from Mercedes' point of view.
Yeah, I think we have to keep an eye on HRT. The problem also might be we maybe not have to watch Toro Rosso that much. We maybe have to look at Red Bull. Because I mean, if Red Bull does the move and gets Chrissy in the car, maybe, and has Vettel running next to him, that might be a real problem. Because obviously Shantok had a bad race this time, but there was just some technical issues. But I think if that all shapes up, then there might be big problems. If we consider these race weekends to continue like they are right now.
Okay, thank you. So let's have a quick look on the updated championship standings, because now we have, for the first time in this season, a change at the front. LA now leads with 88 in front of myself, trailing him by 2 points. So yeah, really great achievement for him. He's the first to achieve a double win, if you want to take it that way. Then of course it's still Basti in third and Chrissy in fourth. Now Vettel in P5, just 1 point behind Chrissy with 44. Button now also closing the gap with 28. Sutil now also making a big gain on 23 points, alongside Di Grassi and Alguersuari, all on 23 points, from P7 down to P9. Then we have Alonso in the top 10 with 21 points, Chantok now in P11 with 18 points, Liuzzi with 16 and 12. Kobayashi makes up a big step from P23 up to P13 with 10 points. Weber down to P14, so that, yeah, things are really looking bad for him at the moment. Massa in P15 only with 7 points. Then we have Barrichello, Glock and De La Rosa with 2 points. Kovalainen and Hamilton just with 1 point. So Hamilton is also one guy that, yeah, I think we should keep a close eye on. It's really shocking. I don't know what's going on with Nicole. Maybe some bad romantic stuff happening there. And yeah, it seems to affect him on track. Yeah, and still Hülkenberg, Kubica, Petrov, Trulli without a point. Mercedes still in front with 141. HRT now also above 100 points with 106. Toro Rosso still P3 with 68 points. Red Bull are closing the gap, like you said, now with 54. Then Force India 39, McLaren 29, Ferrari 28, so really close between McLaren and Ferrari. Virgin down to P8 with 25 points. Sauber now up to P9, 12 points. LA said it, first points for them. Williams with 2 from Barrichello, and of course the 1 point for Kovalainen. This is really unfortunate. I think Trulli would have had the pace to finish somewhere around the podium. And yeah, Renault, the only team after 5 rounds of the championship with still 0 points. Yeah, and after this promising pace that Kubica had in qualifying, they're really disappointed, I think. And yeah, to round the whole thing up, maybe now some words in our own language. I think we should start with our well-deserved winner now, because it's his home race and it's his second race win in a row. And yeah, everything else he will tell you in Spanish, I think.
Pues muchas gracias a todos. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo este fin de semana. Hemos conseguido la victoria y no puedo ser más feliz, y no tengo muchas más palabras. Muchas gracias al equipo, muchas gracias a todo el venido, al circuito, y pues nada, yo voy a tomar la fiesta con el equipo. Muchas gracias.
Okay, thanks. Chrissy?
Ja, ich würde mir einfach mal für die letzten 2 Rennen entschuldigen. War einfach nicht das Beste, was ich jetzt sagen kann. Hoffentlich werden die nächsten Rennen besser. Aber das einzige Gute, was ich sagen kann, ist zumindest, dass ich mich für wahrscheinlich größere Teams bewerben kann, schon mal in die ersten 5 Rennen und mal schauen, wie es jetzt weitergeht.
Okay, thanks. Basti?
Ja, muss natürlich besser werden. Jetzt der Ausfall nicht gerade schön. Diesmal war es kein technisches Problem, es war eher einfach ein Fahrfehler. Aber ja, wir müssen halt gucken, wie es in den nächsten Rennen läuft. Jetzt kommt Monaco. Das wird auf jeden Fall schwierig. Mal gucken, wie wir es da hinkriegen können mit dem Auto. Das lief eigentlich relativ gut in der letzten Zeit. Aber ja, es kann nur besser werden. Es kann nur besser werden. Und zu dir, Dan.
Ja, das war natürlich insgesamt kein einfaches Wochenende für uns. Die Startplatzierung in der Qualifikation sah schon nicht gut aus. Der Start an sich war auch nicht besonders gut, allerdings sind wir gut durch die erste Runde gekommen, konnten viele Positionen gut machen, fast bis in die Top 5 hinein. Die Kollision mit Timo war natürlich nicht besonders förderlich für den weiteren Rennverlauf. Ja, natürlich die Kollision mit meinem Teamkollegen, die war natürlich nicht gewollt. Hab da schon mit dem Ross drüber gesprochen. Sollte sehr wahrscheinlich nicht nochmal vorkommen. Ja, aber unser größtes Problem scheint momentan einfach die Pace zu sein, beziehungsweise die Balance, die wir haben oder nicht haben, zumindest in meinem Auto seit Melbourne. Fühle ich mich nicht mehr besonders wohl im Auto. Und ja, das Interessante ist, dass mein Teamkollege sich trotzdem wohlfühlt. Ja, aber wir haben einfach die Pace momentan insgesamt nicht, glaube ich. Wir sind seit Malaysia quasi ins zweite Glied zurückgestuft worden. Wir müssen jetzt schauen, dass wir in Monaco in der Türkei wieder zurückkommen. Vielleicht beim Setup einen anderen Weg versuchen. Das sind 2 Strecken, die von der Charakteristik nicht unterschiedlicher sein können. Insofern wird es interessant. Jetzt der Jäger in der Weltmeisterschaft zu sein bei den Fahrern ist natürlich auch interessant, spannend und da freue ich mich drauf in die nächsten Rennen und ja, einfach weiter pushen und dann kommen die Ergebnisse auch wieder.
Then I would say thanks for watching. Any feedback as always below in the comments. And yeah, I hope we see you next time when it's Monaco time. That should be special. But yeah, goodbye.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye.